In this episode, I'll be sharing 3 habits to transform your love manifestations. So let's get started.
Hi, I'm Katie, and after many years as a struggling single mum, I transformed into a highly successful manifester with multiple businesses, better relationships, financial abundance, and way more peace, joy, and happiness in my life. Each week, I share the real secrets around how to manifest successfully, as well as the amazing and sometimes crazy lessons I've learned along the way, so that you can apply it all to your own manifesting, transforming your life from the inside out. This is That Manifesting Podcast.
Welcome back to That Manifesting Podcast. I'm your host, Katie, and I'm here every week to help you manifest the life and love that you can't stop thinking about. It's lovely to have you here, whether you are a long-time listener or a first-time listener. And I'm just going to crack straight into the question of the week. I haven't got anything thrilling to tell you about the last week, so let's just get straight into it. The question of the week that I had for this week was a good one. It is, what is a standard that you hold for yourself no matter what's happening in your life? I had to think quite a lot about this one because there were quite a few things that I could have spoken about, but I thought I would choose the one thing that I think has had the most impact on me. And that is, no matter what's happening in my life, the one standard that I always hold myself to is to continuously get better in terms of my knowledge and my self-improvement. The reason for that is, I think when you're going through a shitty time, if you can learn your way out of it, find something to improve that will change the situation, then you're equipping yourself with skills for the future. I am one of those people that I sign up for free trainings that other people have going on, especially if it's something that I don't think I can already do. I am thirsty for knowledge all of the time, and I always find it a bit baffling when other people aren't the same. I pay for training, I invest in self-development courses. I believe that that is a standard that is what helps me to manifest better things in my life, that quest for knowledge and self-improvement. So that will never change for me. With that said, if you've got a question that you want to ask me, whether it's about anything random or something specific about your own manifesting or anything at all, you can text into the show by using the link in the show notes, or you can DM me on social media, which is the Manifesting Mindset. Or if you're on my weekly subscriber list, you can email me and just reply to any of the newsletters, and I read every single one personally, and I will reply back to you, or I will cover it in a podcast episode. And don't worry, everything you share with me is confidential. I won't share your name unless you tell me that it's okay. Let's get into the episode. Okay, so today I'm going to be sharing 3 habits that will help you transform your love manifestations. I am all about the love this year. I want, after the Christmas that I had, where I shared with you that I spent a large part of it by myself, and I got through it okay, but it did get me thinking that there's probably thousands, if not millions of people around the world who just want to meet their person. And it sounds so simple, doesn't it, to meet somebody and to get into a relationship. And I think it was easier when I was younger. It was just a case you'd go out to your local bar or nightclub and you'd meet people and get talking and go out on a date and things like that, but it just doesn't seem to be that way anymore. And I think it's very, very difficult for people to meet somebody in this day and age. It just doesn't seem that society is set up to help people make genuine love connections anymore. So these 3 habits will help you transform the things that you're manifesting in your love life. I can only do 3. I could have probably done 333 habits, but I've limited it to 3. So don't worry, we're not going to be here for 6 weeks. I'm just going to share 3 really important ones. In future episodes, I'll keep sharing more and more. So if you do like what you hear today, please subscribe to the channel, because it does help other people find me. I want to reach out and find all of these people that want to manifest love this year. Please do like, subscribe, whatever it is that you have to do for the platform that you listen to. And I would be eternally grateful. The first habit to form is your boundaries have to match your intended manifestations. This topic of boundaries is huge. When it comes to manifesting, boundaries are a signal to the universe of what you're willing to accept and what you're not. And if you have weak or non-existent boundaries, then that just leads to receiving more of what you don't want, because you're telling the universe, this is what I accept into my life, and therefore I want more of it. If you're trying to manifest a deeply committed partner who absolutely adores you and shows up for you every moment of every day, but you're currently tolerating someone who is non-committal or inconsistent, then you're sending mixed signals both to yourself, but more importantly to the universe. You're telling the universe one thing, but what you're allowing into your life is something completely different. But boundaries aren't just for other people. They're also the standards that you set for yourself. So are you holding yourself accountable to your own boundaries and standards? Are you showing up for your own goals, your commitments, the way that you want a partner to show up for you? Remember that your manifesting is a mirror. What you give out, what you let in, is what you get more of. It just reflects back more and more and more. If you really want a committed, passionate, loving, reliable partner, don't tolerate or accept anything less than that in your dating life. That is the power of setting boundaries. And here's the interesting thing. Fear is often what causes people to lower or ignore their boundaries. People will accept less than they should because they're afraid of being alone. They're afraid of losing someone. And it's that fear that drives the subconscious belief system. And the subconscious belief system is what drives the manifesting results. So if you're letting fear lower your boundaries, all you will manifest is more opportunities to feel that fear of being alone, that fear of losing someone. That's all you can continue to manifest. Now, something that you can do every single day is to reflect. You can journal about this, and the question to ask yourself is, did my actions and boundaries today align with what I want in an ideal relationship? If the answer is yes, you're on track, you're aligned. If the answer is no, you have work to do. You're accepting something you shouldn't. You're lowering your boundaries to something that you don't want. And all you will do is manifest more. Write down, what are the minimum standards that you need in a relationship? Where are you currently accepting less? Journal on this, and it will really help you to see where your boundaries are slipping. The sooner you can get those back up, the sooner you'll be in alignment with the actual type of person that you want to be with. The second habit that I would love you to take on would be to be the person that you want to attract. You are right, here comes Katie with her bloody identity chat. This is becoming a weekly thing, but I'm determined that everyone will know this. Everyone will know that identity really drives manifesting. Because here's the thing, when you become the person that you want to attract, like attracts like. Because manifesting love isn't just about sitting, wishing for the perfect partner, swiping on Tinder. It's about becoming the energetic match for the type of relationship that you want. So if you want a partner who's kind, emotionally available, confident, ask yourself, are you showing up as that yourself? If you want someone who's financially stable, but you're financially irresponsible, there's a mismatch. If you want someone who's emotionally open, but you're shutting down your own vulnerability, there's a mismatch. If you're hoping for someone adventurous, but you stay comfortably in your comfort zone, there's a mismatch. Look at the perception you have of yourself. Be honest, if you wouldn't date yourself right now, why would someone else? You have to fall in love with yourself. Insert another cheesy line, I know, but it's bloody true. I nearly said a very bad swear word then. I stopped myself and changed it to bloody. I hope you're proud of me. But you have to fall in love with yourself. Because if you don't love yourself, why would anybody else? If you're expecting something of somebody else that you're not doing for yourself, you can't manifest it. Sometimes the people you're manifesting seem to be the very things that you despise. And that can be because it's boundaries or because of how you're treating yourself. Treat yourself with love and kindness to get love and kindness back. Okay, the final one that I have for you is don't be attracted to or fall in love with someone's potential. Now, I've heard this many times over the years. I think Matthew Hussey was one of the first people that I heard speak about this. And I have to say it was something that really resonated with me about falling in love with someone's potential, because I did that time and time and time again. I'm an empathetic person. I have a strong desire to help other people. And so that will often make me look past someone's flaws, past the way that someone treats me. And it can make me believe that they have potential. Thankfully, I have stopped that now, but it was a huge thing that I did a lot in my dating life. And often falling for someone's potential is rooted in insecurity or a scarcity mindset. Maybe you believe that this person is the only option, or that they'll change to meet what you need, or that if you just love them enough or care for them enough or give them enough time, things will change. Love and attraction should be based on who someone is, not who they could be. If someone doesn't currently meet your standards for a relationship, they're not aligned with what you want to manifest. Now, the one caveat to that I would say is personal growth. There's a difference between someone needing to do a lot of changing versus someone that's just maybe got a bit of growth to do. Maybe they haven't been in a relationship for ages and, there's some teething problems. That's a very different thing, and that's absolutely okay. You shouldn't be expecting someone perfect to rock up in your life. This is about acknowledging that, yes, people have growth. Everyone has growth needs. Everyone needs to do something to improve themselves all of the time. That's very different to being accepting of shitty, horrible behaviour, but believing there's potential for something better in the future. That just does not fly. Falling for someone's potential is a way of almost outsourcing your happiness to future circumstances, because what it does is it keeps you stuck in hope. When you're stuck in hope, all you manifest is more hope. And it makes you ignore red flags because you're making excuses for someone's behaviour, convincing yourself that they'll change, or over-investing emotionally in their growth at the expense of what you need in your life. When you truly believe that you're deserving of love, as you imagine it, you will never settle for potential again. You will wait for alignment. So please ask yourself, if you're dating, if you're seeing someone, just pause and assess. Are you falling for who someone is right now? If they never changed from who they are right now, would you still want this relationship? If the answer is no, then you're doing yourself a disservice. Write a non-negotiable list and stick to it. List out the core qualities that you must have in a partner. I'm not talking about the way they look, the job they have, the money that's in their bank account. I'm talking about the qualities. What do you need in a partner to feel respected, loved, and fulfilled? That is what you should be analysing. I feel like I've just given you an extremely passionate speech, and it really solidifies for me that this is what I need to help people with. I can always tell with myself when I go on a bit of a rant that this is what I'm meant to be doing, and I honestly believe that so many people can have the love that they want if they have access to the right information on how to manifest it. Please don't just sit there and think that this stuff will just happen by itself. There's work to be done, my friend. I'm here to dish out that work, but it's up to you whether you choose to do it or not. I'll leave that one with you to mull over.
So that's it for today's episode. Thank you so much for joining me. If you've enjoyed listening, I'd be so grateful if you'd subscribe and leave a review, because it really does help me to reach more people. I've left some links in the show notes so you can connect with me, or you can grab one of my manifesting resources. Until next week, sending you lots of love, light, and manifesting vibes.